Have you ever stood up in the morning and felt like your hips just didn't want to move? Or maybe you've been sitting for only 20 or 30 minutes, and by the time you stand, your lower back feels stiff, tight, or sore. If that sounds familiar, you're certainly not alone. The good news is that you don't need expensive equipment, a gym membership, or long, exhausting workouts to start feeling better. In fact, just 5 minutes of gentle stretching each day can help improve flexibility, ease muscle tightness, and make everyday movements feel smoother and more comfortable. As we get older, it's very common for our hips and lower back to become stiffer. After the age of 45, and especially after 60, our muscles naturally lose some flexibility. Our joints don't move as freely, and long hours of sitting can make these changes even more noticeable. The result? Simple activities like getting out of bed, climbing stairs, walking around the grocery store, or bending down to tie your shoes may begin to feel more difficult than they used to. But here's something many people don't realize. Hip and back stiffness doesn't always mean there's serious damage, or that pain is simply a normal part of getting older. In many cases, tight muscles, reduced mobility, and a lack of regular movement are major contributors. The encouraging news is that these are things we can often improve with gentle, consistent exercise. In today's video, you'll learn why your hips and lower back become stiff as you age, 5 simple stretching exercises that almost anyone can do at home, how to perform each stretch safely, and a few easy daily habits that may help keep stiffness from returning. By the end of this video, you'll have a simple 5-minute routine that can fit into almost any schedule and may help you move with greater comfort and confidence. So, let's begin by understanding why hip and back stiffness becomes so common as we get older. So, why do hip and back pain become more common as we get older? One of the biggest reasons is that our bodies naturally change with age. Muscles gradually lose some of their flexibility, especially if they aren't stretched or used regularly. Our joints also receive less movement than they did when we were younger, and the connective tissues that support our muscles and joints can become a little stiffer over time. These changes don't happen overnight, but they can slowly affect the way we move and feel. Our modern lifestyle can make things even worse. Many of us spend hours sitting, whether we're watching television, driving, working at a desk, or simply relaxing. While sitting may feel comfortable at the time, staying in the same position for long periods causes several important muscles to tighten, especially those around the hips. Over time, this stiffness can limit your range of motion and place extra stress on your lower back. What many people don't realize is that the body works like a connected chain. When one area becomes tight or weak, other parts have to work harder to make up for it. For example, if your hip flexor muscles become tight from too much sitting, they can pull your pelvis slightly out of its natural position. At the same time, the muscles in your buttocks, known as the glutes, may become weaker because they aren't being used enough. Tight hamstrings can further restrict movement, while a weaker core provides less support for your spine. Together, these changes can place extra strain on your lower back, making everyday movements feel more difficult and uncomfortable. You might notice this in small moments throughout your day. Perhaps your hips feel stiff when you first get out of bed in the morning. Maybe standing up after watching television takes a few extra seconds because your back feels tight. Climbing stairs may seem more challenging than it used to, or bending down to put on your shoes might make your lower back complain. Even something as simple as picking up a dropped item or walking through the grocery store can become less comfortable when your hips and back aren't moving freely. It's easy to dismiss these changes as just a normal part of aging, but ignoring stiffness isn't always the best approach. When movement becomes uncomfortable, many people begin walking less, exercising less, and avoiding activities they once enjoyed. Over time, this can lead to weaker muscles, poorer balance, less confidence in daily movement, and greater difficulty staying active and independent. The good news is that this cycle doesn't have to continue. With gentle, consistent stretching, you can gradually improve flexibility, encourage healthier movement, and reduce unnecessary strain on your hips and lower back. Now, let's look at 5 simple stretches that take only a few minutes a day and can help you move with greater comfort and confidence. Now for the part you've been waiting for: the stretches. The routine you're about to learn is gentle, beginner-friendly, and takes only about 5 minutes to complete. You don't need any special equipment, And you don't have to be flexible to get started. The goal isn't to stretch as far as you can. The goal is to help your body move a little more freely each day. Before we begin, remember a few simple safety tips. Move slowly and with control. Never bounce during a stretch, as this can put unnecessary stress on your muscles. Stretch only until you feel a gentle, comfortable tension, not pain. And if you ever feel a sharp or sudden pain, stop the exercise and consult a healthcare professional if needed. Let's begin with our first stretch. Stretch 1. Knee to chest stretch. This stretch is excellent for relaxing the muscles in your lower back while gently improving flexibility in your hips. Lie comfortably on your back with both knees bent and your feet resting on the floor. Slowly bring one knee toward your chest and hold it gently with both hands. Keep your shoulders relaxed and your other leg in a comfortable position. If it feels comfortable, you can keep the opposite knee bent or straighten that leg along the floor. Hold the stretch for about 20 to 30 seconds while breathing slowly and deeply. Then lower your leg and repeat on the other side. As you breathe in, allow your body to relax. As you breathe out, let the muscles around your hips and lower back soften naturally. There's no need to pull forcefully. A gentle stretch is enough. This exercise is especially helpful if your lower back feels tight when you wake up in the morning. Many people find that after practicing it consistently, getting out of bed becomes smoother and more comfortable. Stretch 2. Figure 4 stretch. Next, let's focus on one of the deeper muscles in your hip, often called the piriformis. When this area becomes tight, it can contribute to hip discomfort and even increase tension around the lower back. Stay on your back with your knees bent. Cross one ankle over the opposite knee, creating a figure 4 shape with your legs. If you feel enough of a stretch, simply stay in this position. If you'd like a little more, gently lift the supporting leg and hold behind your thigh. Keep your shoulders relaxed and breathe slowly. Hold the stretch for 20 to 30 seconds before switching side. You should feel a comfortable stretch deep in the hip and buttock area, not pain. This stretch can be particularly helpful for people who spend a lot of time sitting during the day. By loosening these deep hip muscles, walking often feels easier, and many people notice less stiffness after getting up from a chair. Stretch 3. Cat-cow stretch. Our third stretch helps improve mobility throughout the entire spine. Come onto your hands and knees with your hands directly under your shoulders and your knees under your hips. Begin by taking a slow breath in as you gently lift your chest and tailbone toward the ceiling, allowing your back to arch comfortably. Then slowly breathe out as you round your back, gently drawing your chin toward your chest. Move slowly between these two positions, allowing your breathing to guide each movement. There's no need to rush. Think of your spine moving smoothly, one segment at a time. Repeat this gentle motion for about 30 to 60 seconds. This exercise helps reduce stiffness, encourages better spinal mobility, and may improve posture over time. Many people also find that it helps their back feel looser before starting their day or after sitting for a long period. Stretch 4. Hip flexor stretch. Now let's stretch the muscles at the front of the hips. These muscles, called the hip flexors, often become tight after long periods of sitting. When they shorten, they can pull on the pelvis and increase strain on the lower back. Begin in a comfortable half-kneeling position, with one knee on the floor and the opposite foot placed in front of you. Keep your upper body tall and gently shift your weight forward until you feel a stretch across the front of the hip on the kneeling side. Avoid leaning too far forward or arching your back. A small movement is often all that's needed. Hold this position for 20 to 30 seconds while taking slow, steady breaths. Then switch to the other side. Stretching the hip flexors regularly may help improve posture, reduce tension across the lower back, and make walking feel more comfortable. It's especially beneficial after long car rides, extended office work, or any activity that involves prolonged sitting. Before we finish, there's one important reminder. The stretching routine you've learned today is designed for general flexibility and mobility. For many people, these gentle movements can help reduce everyday stiffness and improve comfort over time. However, it's also important to recognize when stretching alone isn't enough. If you experience severe pain, or if your pain began after a fall, accident, or other injury, it's best to stop exercising and consult a healthcare professional before continuing. You should also seek medical advice if you notice numbness, tingling, or weakness in your legs, or if your symptoms continue to worsen or don't improve despite several weeks of gentle stretching and self-care. Remember, listening to your body is one of the most important parts of staying healthy. Mild stretching tension is normal, but sharp, sudden, or increasing pain is not. There's no prize for pushing through discomfort. The goal is to help your body move better, not to force it beyond its limits. When practiced safely and consistently, these gentle stretches can become a valuable part of your daily routine, helping you maintain mobility, support healthy movement, and continue enjoying the activities you love for years to come. Now that you've learned the 5-minute stretching routine, let's talk about a few simple habits that can help you get even better results. These tips don't require much time or effort, but when practiced consistently, they can make a real difference in how your hips and back feel over the weeks and months ahead. Tip 1. Be consistent. The first and perhaps most important tip is consistency. When it comes to flexibility and mobility, a little bit every day is far more effective than doing a long stretching session once in a while. Think of stretching like brushing your teeth. You wouldn't brush for an hour once a week and expect healthy teeth. In the same way, spending just 5 minutes each day stretching helps keep your muscles and joints moving more comfortably. Over time, these small daily efforts can add up to noticeable improvements in how you feel. Tip 2. Walk regularly. Stretching works even better when you pair it with regular walking. Walking encourages your hips, knees, and lower back to move through their natural range of motion while gently strengthening the muscles that support them. You don't have to walk for miles to enjoy the benefits. Even a short walk around your home, your neighborhood, or a nearby park can help reduce stiffness and keep your body moving. If you've been sitting for a while, a brief walk can be one of the simplest ways to wake up your muscles. Tip 3. Avoid sitting for too long. Our bodies are designed to move, not stay in one position for hours at a time. Long periods of sitting can tighten the muscles at the front of the hips, weaken the muscles that support your back, and increase stiffness throughout your body. If possible, try to stand up and move every 30 to 60 minutes. Walk around the room, gently stretch your legs, or simply change positions for a minute or two. These small movement breaks can help prevent stiffness from building up during the day. Tip 8. Pay attention to your posture. Good posture doesn't mean sitting or standing perfectly straight all the time. Instead, it means keeping your body in a comfortable, balanced position that places less stress on your muscles and joints. Whether you're sitting at the dining table, driving, or watching television, try to keep your shoulders relaxed, your head comfortably aligned over your spine, and both feet supported on the floor whenever possible. Small adjustments like these can reduce unnecessary strain on your hips and lower back. Tip 5. Stay hydrated. Finally, don't underestimate the importance of drinking enough water. Healthy muscles, joints, and connective tissues function best when your body is well hydrated. While water alone won't eliminate pain or stiffness, staying hydrated supports normal muscle function and helps your body recover after physical activity. Making water a regular part of your daily routine is another simple habit that contributes to healthy movement. Remember, lasting improvement usually comes from combining several healthy habits rather than relying on just one. Gentle stretching, regular walking, frequent movement, good posture, and proper hydration all work together to support healthier hips, a stronger back, and greater freedom of movement as you age. As we come to the end of today's video, remember this: improving your mobility doesn't require dramatic changes. More often than not, it's the small things you do consistently that make the biggest difference over time. If you can set aside just 5 minutes each day for these gentle stretches, you're making an investment in your future health. You may not notice a dramatic change overnight, but with patience and consistency, those small daily efforts can add up to meaningful improvements in how you move, how you feel, and how confidently you go about your day. Always remember, consistency matters far more than intensity. You don't need to stretch harder or longer than everyone else. You simply need to keep showing up for yourself, one day at a time. And perhaps the most important message I'd like to leave you with is this: you don't have to move perfectly. You simply have to keep moving. Try not to think of stretching as another workout or another task on your to-do list. Instead, Think of it as daily maintenance for your body, just like brushing your teeth or taking care of your home. A few minutes each day can help keep your muscles flexible, your joints moving comfortably, and your body better prepared for the activities that matter most. Imagine waking up with less stiffness in your hips and lower back. Picture yourself walking more comfortably through the park, standing up from your favorite chair with greater ease, or climbing stairs feeling more confident. Think about spending quality time playing with your grandchildren, working in the garden, traveling with family, or simply enjoying everyday life without stiffness holding you back. These moments are worth protecting, and the small habits you build today can help support better mobility and greater independence tomorrow. Before you go, I'd like to invite you to try this 5-minute stretching routine every day for the next 7 days. You might be surprised by how much better your body begins to feel with just a little consistent movement. If you decide to give it a try, let us know in the comments. Which stretch felt the best for you? And where do you usually experience the most stiffness, your hips, your lower back, or somewhere else? Your experience may encourage someone else who is just beginning their journey. If you found this video helpful, please give it a like so more people can discover these simple, evidence-informed tips for healthy aging. And don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications for more videos about mobility, joint health, flexibility, strength, and everyday wellness designed to help you stay active and independent as you age. Thank you so much for watching and for taking these few minutes to care for your health today. Until next time, stay active, stay positive, and remember, take care of your body today, and it will take better care of you tomorrow.